Hello, this is going to be a brief tutorial about how to set up and begin to use a new whiteboard opportunity using the website Whiteboard.chat. Go to the website Whiteboard.chat and click on Start Drawing. If this is your first time there, you want to click on Start Teaching. And this welcome board is going to show up. It might be helpful to use the welcome onboarding tour, and it will show you where each of the tools are. If you would like to skip that because you're watching this tutorial, you can click on skip for now, but notice on the screen up in the top right hand corner, you can always click on those three orange dots and you will see that you can click on help, and right at the top of the help menu is the restart the welcome tour. Next, click on the circle that has the letter showing you that you're the logged in user in the top right. And then if this is your first time, you're going to want to click on sign up and sign up for a Whiteboard.chat account with your Google account. And that way you'll be able to save and manage the boards that you create. Notice in the top right hand corner that I'm logged in. My avatar shows up from Google. Next, click on that gear to the right of your avatar, and you have a couple of choices to make here regarding the whiteboard. You can, if you would like to, require students to log in to join your whiteboard, and that would require them to create a new account just like you did using their Google credentials. You do not need to do this if you do not want to. You can simply invite students and they would join with the link and put in their first name when they join the board. So that is up to you. Also notice that you can choose to send only the students, when they open the board, they would see only simple tools like draw, erase, move, and text. Continuing on with the tools in the top right-hand corner, when you click on the palette, you'll notice on the two things happen. First, it shows you the different colors that you have for the pen and the draw tool. And on the right-hand side, it will show you a list of possibilities, icons and tools and different things that you can manipulate on the whiteboard. When I click on math, you can see there's more than a dozen different categories, and those selections are growing constantly. So there's a lot of different functions that you can bring in here to add to your whiteboard. So switching to the other side of the screen, talking about what can you add to your whiteboard. You can upload photos, you can upload PDFs, as well as when you click on the gear wrench, you can notice that you can add all of this content: lines, arrows, rectangles, sticky notes, a rich text editor, as well as links, a compass, and showing some dice. So the students can roll dice to come up with a random number. And you can also add YouTube videos. So the students would be able to watch a YouTube video while they are interacting with and writing and doing other things on the whiteboard. So the other thing that you can do is import a PDF, such as this math worksheet, and then type in instructions over on the right-hand side using the rich text editor. So set the stage, get the content onto the whiteboard, if there is any that you would like to, and then you are ready to invite students. To invite students, in the top right-hand corner, click on the invite button, and you'll notice that you have a QR code. You can send an email, you can give the students this code, or you can copy and paste this URL. Probably this URL, putting that URL into Google Classroom would be the fastest, or Zoom chat would be the fastest way to get students onto this whiteboard. As I said, if you make it such that the students have to sign in, this will be their page that they have to go through. If not, it will simply be a single line that says, please enter your name. So what I've done here is I've split the screen. On the left is the teacher device whiteboard, and on the right is the student device. So as you can see, anything that the teacher does is live on the student screens. Students have the ability to interact with and make changes on their screen independently. Another way that Whiteboard.chat has some added features is you can add a timer. So in this instance, I'm going to give the students 5 minutes to work. And you'll notice up here that the timer shows up on everybody's screen. Now, if I want to see what the students are doing on their individual screens, in the lower left-hand corner of the teacher screen, I would click on Grid View. And that's going to show me all of the students that are logged in. And if I click on the student screen, I will get a glimpse as to what they're writing and doing on their screen. And if I would like to, I could then click Join, and I would be on their actual whiteboard as well. You can have several pages of whiteboards. So here I've gone on to page 2, and I've gone up here to grid, and I've changed the background to be graph paper grid. You can see there are several other types of backgrounds that you can change. And so here I've set up my next math activity, which would be plotting points on the XY axis. So that's just a small taste of the various things that you can add and do to interact with this whiteboard. When you are done, or when you would like to lock the board down, a nice added feature is to go up here and click on my icon of my account, and you'll notice that I have these choices. I can showcase a particular student's board, which means it would blast that board out to everybody else's screen. I can create a group chat. I can create a small group board, a group chat, but really the power here is to point out that you can lock the class. So if you were doing a short assessment and you wanted it to be done after 12 or 15 minutes, when you click lock board, up here it says board locked by teacher, and the teacher can still interact with and draw on their board, but the students are not able to edit their work any further. So that's a very nice feature, particularly for assessments. Then when the interaction is all done, the teacher has the ability to go over on this left-hand side and click on download whole class, and that would capture all of the students' work and all of their annotations into a PDF that can be used for grading or for further work into the future. So as I said, that is not a complete rundown of Whiteboard.chat, but hopefully that gives you everything that you need to get started and start to explore this fantastic app. There's a lot of power in it, and I think there's a lot of applications that you can use in terms of synchronous or asynchronous work with your students. If you have any questions, please let me know.